You gotta trust him, even when you don't necessarily know the exact way how you're gonna get there.
Yeah.
Because like with Abraham, one specific direction, go.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's basically it.
And like for me, I know one thing that I do is I get so caught up with like, okay, God, give me the plan. Give me the strategic plan on how I'm gonna do all of this stuff. I'm ready. I'm sitting here. I prayed. I worshipped. I got my calendar. Tell me what to do. And he's like, girl, I ain't no genie. You'll figure it out yourself. You know, it's like that's why he gave us free will, and sometimes I think we forget that. Like, God is God. Yes, God's in control, but he moves when we move. If we don't move, he can't really do anything. You think that's gonna be good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Welcome back to my channel, guys. My name is Clarece, and we are back with another episode of Jesus Christ, Let's Talk. Peep the cross.
Hey.
We took a little adventure just to give you guys some views, so I hope you're enjoying that cross view.
That cross is fire.
It's fire, right?
It's fire.
So as you can tell, I'm with a special guest this time around. I'm with my awesome buddy, Gabriel, and tell them what your name means.
It means a person who's devoted to God, you know, a hero of God.
Hero of God.
And I forgot the third one. I keep forgetting the third one.
I know, right?
I keep forgetting the third one.
But yes, that's what his name means, and he is awesome. His name rings true to the kind of person he is, and I love him so much. He's a musician. He's an artist. He is also a preacher. In his own right, in his own ways, his own artistic expression of the love and the creativity of God. And I have a little quick reel of some of his work and some of the work that we've created together. So enjoy it.
Doesn't even have to do with trust, and you ain't gotta have no experience to turn me out, baby. Just let a little loose with a glass on the sky on a bottle of Patron, yeah. But all the magic that is gonna come from you. Learning couple things when it's so. Like how your body just gotta shine in the dark. See a diamond with a pearl, yeah. What you spin, what you twirl.
He doesn't like that video of us. He never posted it, so this is probably the only place that you'll see it. He doesn't like it.
I don't like it,
Comment below if you like it.
If you do, then we'll probably post it.
And give this video a thumbs up if you like that video.
Yeah.
He'll drop it. So anyway, today we are talking about trusting God and what that looks like and what that looks like for us. And so we're just gonna have a really good conversation, and hopefully you guys can find some nuggets in it. We always find nuggets from our conversation.
Hey, all the time.
Every time we talk, he's like, man, where's the camera?
Yeah.
But let's get started into the topic of the day. So this whole video was inspired by yesterday.
It really was.
So yesterday was a really tough day for me, just like emotionally. Like I actually, for the past, since yesterday, 3 days, I was just experiencing like really serious like emotional turmoil. I was feeling like I don't know, like I was just feeling like kind of a little bit outside of myself. Like I was doing things that I was making the wrong decisions. Like decisions I was making wasn't the right move. I felt like I wasn't working as hard as I possibly could. I felt like I was doing the wrong things and kind of focusing on like just the wrong projects at the right time. Like, God, did I hear you right? Like, you told me to do this, but I'm doing this, and this doesn't look like that, and like just really stressing out. Just anxiety. You probably got anxiety from listening to me talk about it. But that's how I was feeling, and so like so I told myself, you know what, Clarece, you need to clean up this house because it was looking a little crazy. It was looking just a little crazy.
Just a little crazy.
And that's also a nugget too, right there. Like a lot of people may think like, oh, my house a mess, my car's a mess. It's not really a big deal, but it is a big deal. It's a physical representation about what's going on internally
in your head.
Exactly. Having things in order, having your home and your belongings and just your stuff in order, all plays a role in your spirit and your soul, and the stability of it. And so I took the time to clean out my house, organize everything. Took all day, and then I had a really beautiful moment with God. He kind of just sat me down after I cleaned everything. He was like, okay, now I can talk to you, because now you have a clear mind. Now you have a clear space. And so he kind of just really put things into perspective for me about just like trusting him and what that looks like. And yeah. And so right when I'm in the middle of me like doing my Bible study, I got a call from Gabe, which is funny because I do not answer my phone when I'm having, my devotion.
Yeah, but then you know what? This is an exception. You feel me?
Right.
I'm an exception. If I call, you gotta pick up.
Nah, I just felt like in that time I wasn't gonna answer it. But then I looked at it and I just saw Gabe's name, and I felt in my spirit that it was gonna be productive to talk to him. So.
And you know what? I called and I just said, how you been? How's life?
Right.
Just called to check up on you, see how you doing. And then she told me she was going through like was it
depression? I felt depressed. I was like, I'm depressed. I
don't know how to praise it.
I was depressed. He was like, oh, you too?
Basically, I called her right to check up on how her day was.
Right, we got that.
We got that. Okay.
And then you were like, you too, and then
then I talked about what I was going through. I was like dealing with like the pressure of like family expectations, like not even them expecting anything of me, but me expecting for me to do something for them.
Yeah.
And so we're getting like 1 month closer towards like the day my brother passed away. So even like the issues that happened before that event happened started like building up inside me, and just reflecting on where I currently was in life wasn't like where I expected myself to be 4 years ago. I thought I was gonna be, everywhere already by now. I thought I would have blown up. But sometimes, certain things don't happen for a reason, and I feel like God does things because He does them for you to see a certain way, or for you to grow and learn that, that this is a process, that whatever God's put in you, He's getting you ready for the thing that He's trying to get you to, and
exactly.
Even like your own vision of yourself, or where you see yourself, is not exactly where you see yourself. You see yourself, where you see yourself is very limited to what God sees you. Yeah. So that's why it's good. That's why it's good to trust God, but like it's also perfectly normal to go to feel like you're lost.
Yeah.
It's the normal thing, and then what happens is you end up calling people to check up on how they're doing.
Right.
And then they tell you about their story.
Right.
And then you tell them about your story.
And then you're like, we in the same thing. What was crazy about what Gabe was talking about was because right at on church, because that happened yesterday. Yesterday was Monday, and church was on Sunday. And the message for Sunday was talking about the story of Abraham, and Abraham, later Abraham. And supposed to say Abraham, because that's what his name was changed to.
Yeah.
Abraham, and when God told him to leave everything and everything that you know behind and go to this new land that I prepared for you. And that was really all God gave him. That was like all the instructions that God gave him. Like He wasn't hooking him up like He was hooking up Moses with the tabernacle and everything else. He didn't say like step 1, step 2, step 3, this kind of linen, this color, this kind of gold, this is where you're gonna get it. No, God was like, all right, leave your family, go here. Period.
Yo.
And so Abraham had to leave his family and leave like everything, and all he could take was his like immediate family, his wife, his kids. That was it, and his stuff. But in the goodness of his heart, with good intention, Abraham was like, okay, I'm gonna bring my little nephew Lot. I'm gonna bring Lot with me because it's a lot. This is a journey, and I don't want to be the only man. So I'm gonna bring Lot with me. it's gonna be cool, because Lot was going through a lot.
Yeah, Lot was the homie. That's why it's called Lot, because he's a lot.
He's a lot. He was going through
a lot.
Right. Yeah. What was he doing?
A lot.
What did he have?
A lot.
And that's and I feel like God is so strategic too with just the names, because bringing Lot along brought a lot of extra weight that Abraham was not intended by God to carry. And so kind of like what Gabe was saying was like he was taking on the responsibility of feeling bad because he felt like he had to, because you felt like you had to take care of your family. Because you had to take care of your family.
You feel like his issues were your issues.
Exactly. So Lot was like basically doing that. Like he was adding on responsibility and weight onto his back that he did not have to carry. Although it was a good thing. Although it was with good intention, and although that was his family, God did not tell him to bring Lot. God gave him specific directions, one line direction: bring your family and go, and leave everybody, everything you know behind. And because of that, because he brought on Lot, he brought on just extra turmoil, delays, just problems, unnecessary stress that God never wanted him to go through, because he went out of his way to overextend his call
or his burden.
His burden and his assignment was he was just adding on extra tasks to his assignment. And I think that is so fitting, because so many of us, myself included, like God told us what to do. We know like in our season what assignment we're supposed to be doing. Most of the time we know. But the thing is, we like to say, oh well, they got this going on and I can help them with this. Or even with your own self. Like for example, me, one of my biggest problems is I am so creative and I have so many ideas that even though I know what main thing to work on during that, like in a specific season, like right now, let's say it's my project, right? Yeah. The project that I've been telling you guys, the one that I've been working even with him on, I'm like, oh, but I had this other web series idea. Yeah. Oh, I had this other web series idea. Oh, I should start a blog. I should do a podcast. I should do this. And even though those are good things, even though those are good ideas, it's not what God intended me to focus on and to do right now. And so when you overextend yourself like that, you put your hand in other areas that are clogging and stopping you from your blessing because you didn't do the first thing that God told you to do. So it really comes down to obedience and trusting God. Trust is a hard thing, you guys. Trust me, because you be insecure as hell. Because you don't know, like it's like you don't know how it's gonna work out. You don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. But that's why, like God, like He wants to like just hold on. Just I'm gonna show you something great. You just gotta trust, relax. Because like after the call I had with you, I started listening to like this lady who was talking about like how she had this job. She's talking to me. Church recording still. Okay. Yes, it was basically how she had this job at this hotel, and like it was the only job she could get because she like just came out of prison, and like and she was like newborn again, and she's like, and like she was like, yo, I'm not gonna find another job after this. But she like had a dream that God was calling her to quit her job and but she was a single mother with a kid. Called her to quit her job and called her to just, trust me. And she was like, what am I going to do if, like, I don't know what I'm going to do, because it's like when you don't know what's going to happen, it's like the scary, when you don't feel like you're in control, it's like the scariest thing ever. Yeah. But like, I mean, she's just got to have that mindset, like, let's just see where it goes. Right. So yeah. What happened to her? Well, she ended up becoming a really big, well-known preacher. But she started off at a church school teaching, and then she just climbed herself up. Yeah, which is a crazy. Right? Sometimes it's so crazy, especially when God tells you like quit that job. But that's even my story. Like I fought with it for like a long time, and it was like causing me stress and unnecessary anxiety, unnecessary weight on my back for a thing that He's like, I don't even care about that. What I really want you to do is this. You know, I really want you to
Quit your job.
Quit your job. And I want you to focus and build this. I want you to do your YouTube. I want you to do the project that I gave you.
Yeah.
I want you to tell the stories that I allowed you to live through to tell.
Yeah.
And so that's really hard to do.
Really
and it's
is.
something I've even been fighting with now.
Now this is a job you hate, trust me. I've quit my job.
Unless it's like a job you hate. But that's the thing, it's like...
What if it's a good job and you don't want to lose it?
Yeah, there's that. And also, too, that's why I'm saying, like, we usually know.
Yeah.
We usually know what God is telling us to do, and that's why there's most of the time strife with the thing that we're currently doing, because we're trying to hold on to a rotten apple. Mm-hmm. But God's like, I have this whole fruit tree for you, but you keep holding on and eating from that rotten apple, and I'm trying to guide you to this big old tree full of fruit. Mm-hmm. But you just won't drop it and cross over that river because you're scared. So yeah, you gotta trust him. Even when you don't necessarily know the exact way how you're gonna get there.
Yeah.
Because like with Abraham, one specific direction, go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's it.
That's basically it.
And like for me, I know one thing that I do is I get so caught up with like, okay, God, give me the plan. Give me the strategic plan on how I'm gonna do all of this stuff. I'm ready. I'm sitting here. I prayed. I worshipped. I got my calendar. Tell me what to do. Mm-hmm. And he's like, girl, I ain't no genie. You'll figure it out yourself. You know, it's like that's why he gave us free will, and sometimes I think we forget that. Like, God is God. Yes, God's in control, but he moves when we move. If we don't move, he can't really do anything. Just like the lame man by the pool. Mm-hmm. Like, there was a blessing for him, and God desired and had a blessing for him. He had healing stored up for him. That was his portion. Mm-hmm. But because he didn't move and put himself into the water, he couldn't receive that blessing. Yeah. So it's like the kind of same thing for us. If we are so just like, God, save me, do this, do that, and you're not even making any moves, he can't give you what is rightfully yours. Yeah. So it's like we have to trust him. Yeah, trust. And we have to trust that because I do what I can, mm-hmm. that's enough, and he will do the rest. Yep. Yeah,
I mean, being afraid is normal, right?
But yeah, you're gonna be afraid, but do it anyway.
Yeah, do it anyway. I mean, you only live once, man. That's my
fear doesn't go away. No, there's not gonna be a time where like I'm not afraid.
Yeah, I can't. That's why
I'm not scared anymore.
I can't do heights. I'm afraid of heights.
Yeah, you're scared, but that doesn't mean that you can't do it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I love you guys so much. Thank you, Gabe, so much for being here.
Thank you.
And enjoy another piece of our music video.
Hey.
I really wanna make this last. Tell me if I let you go. Cause you're the other half of me. That's my dream. You are my dream.